previously.
Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
That elf of mine.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't
Bastard.
peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Gwynblade and Zariel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll
Gwynblade
have
and
my hands
Zariel.
full.
Okay, let's go. Right.
If Duggan wants me to pose nude, he's gonna have to pay me double.
Aha, Triss. She's gonna be pissed.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Technically.
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
No, he's a little bit dead.
That's the sole comfort I find in this. But it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
Yeah, but I'd never let Ciri come to any harm. You know that.
Unfortunately, she does know it, and she doesn't know it at the same time. It's also because I've romanced her earlier as well, mine, so...
Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Yep, we can do it.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
Yen and I rescued Margarita.
I know. Dandelion set her up in a room upstairs. She's resting, slowly recovering.
What about Keira and Philippa?
Keira?
Here's a
I
surprise.
thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Keira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Keira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
And I hope things work out for us, and we find Philippa and Rita. Did a little investigating. Learned some interesting things.
Tell me more.
Want the long or the short version?
Yeah, either.
Tell me everything. I want the details.
Goth it,
After
baby.
fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vleester.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeritium band on her leg. The mage had
Scoundrel.
started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
How? That's just Zoltan to
Yep,
Tivo.
that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have
We
one.
have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Bingo.
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
one outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea.
The
Let's go.
high-grade whorehouse, by the way. And the location of a Gwent contest. Which, that'll be a separate video.
We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed. Graham et Thuir, Robert Mcgalley, Alfelte. Graham et Thuir, Deagnis Kerle, es Pirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
Water? What a surprise.
Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
Man. So, insert Benny Hill music.